Professor B here at the Satellite Digital Media of 49ers Live tonight. Whereas we're on the air at 8:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Welcome to 49ers Live tonight. The the news update of what's going on with the San Francisco 49ers. Niners getting back to work today. Earlier in the day in Santa Clara, they're gonna get ready to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars coming up this Sunday at the Mecca at Levi Stadium. Kickoff time will be at 1:05 p.m. You can purchase your tickets. Plenty of tickets are still available at Ticketmaster.com. That's Ticketmaster.com, the official ticket provider of your San Francisco 49ers. We will start off with Kyle Shanahan and his injury update, and the team. They prepare for the Jaguars and then for an interconference game. And then we'll have a little 49ers news, and we will show you from their recent fan rally as well. So we will get to that, and we'll have some 49ers news after Kyle Shanahan's preview of the Jacksonville Jaguars and the latest injury news updates, and we'll give you some 49ers news as well. So we're going to right now get you ready for Kyle Shanahan's press conference earlier in the day. Video, all the footage courtesy from 49ers.com/49ers Studios. So here is Kyle Shanahan for earlier today, and begins right now.
Somebody's? All right, guys. Injuries for today. Jordan Watkins, calf, he'll be out. Ricky Pearsall, knee, he'll be out. Jawan Jennings, ankle, shoulder, out. CJ West, thumb, out. Trent Williams, vet day. Christian McCaffrey, vet day. Yetur, knee, out. Nick Bosa, knee, out. Brock Purdy, left shoulder and toe, limited. Mac Jones, knee, limited. Renardo Green, neck, limited. Connor Colby, groin, limited. Demo, illness, limited. Go ahead.
Pearsall, he came up a little gimpy after that big 4th-and-2 catch. Was that where he was injured, and is that a serious injury, you think?
I'm not sure which play it was on, but yeah, you can't go today, so hopefully he'll get better later in the week.
Well, if Purdy and Jones are limited in practice today, does that mean that Adrian Martinez takes all the first team reps?
No, Brock will still get some. Max will still get some, but they're not going to get their full amount. So he'll get a little more. Adrian.
Is one of them farther ahead than the other in terms of health?
No, I don't think so. I think they're both limited.
How is Brock progressing with his toe?
Good. He's better today than he was on Sunday, and hopefully they'll keep continuing.
You get to Marcus Robinson back this week. What did you think of him this summer, and do you think he can provide some explosives for you guys?
Yeah, I love getting D-Rob back. He was great for us this summer. He's been around the building the last couple of weeks, so it's been good to have him in here, and excited to see him out at practice today. I know he's been working on his own while he's been away, and excited to get him back involved.
Well, did you have to address with the team just Nick's absence here that's upcoming? I mean, you've had injuries, but this one's a season ender. So do you address that with the team to kind of keep morale up?
No. Yeah, I didn't. Everyone knows about it. I mean, it's, make it more than it is. I think everyone knows. I'm not going to sit here and say something and make it better. Everyone knows the deal, and so we got to focus on what we got to get done.
What have you seen from Gross Matos, especially since he hasn't practiced much this year?
I see a guy who's battled to get out there, especially when they went through this whole offseason. It's been good so far, just being able to get him out there on Thursdays and being able to get him to play on Sundays, and he's been able to do that routine, and hopefully he gets better, not worse, as the season goes, but it's something we'll keep evaluating.
He does. I mean, is that probably the plan for him throughout the season, given his knee situation?
Yeah, it's the plan until it would show us that it didn't have to be the plan.
Some would say, it has to do with the strength of schedule, but when it comes to the morale of the team, it seems like even though you guys have taken a big injury each game, it's still kind of a high morale on the team already. Now, I don't know if Nick Bosa's injury changes that, but from your perspective, what have you seen out of the guys with kind of rolling with the punches and the injuries?
I'm just kind of how we tried to set the tone since we got here in OTAs. Guys haven't been thinking about expectations, good or bad. Guys haven't been thinking about playoffs, Super Bowl, anything like that. They've just been taking it one day at a time and enjoying football and going as hard as they can. And it's been that way since OTAs. It's been that way through training camp, and it's been that way through 3 weeks. So injury shouldn't affect your mindset on that stuff.
How far away is Jawan Jennings from being able to participate?
Hopefully he can this week. You know, he was similar to last week. He was close to getting in, never was able to make it, and it'll be the same this week.
I know he probably not gonna fall to you regardless, but did you play around in your mind a little bit with Travis Hunter and how you would use him on both sides of the ball, and what kind of challenge do you think that is to do that?
I mean, it's a challenge, definitely. Not many people have done it, but he definitely, based off of film, was the guy you want to do it with. I mean, he was that good of a corner and that good of a receiver. So to see that, I think anybody would try that.
What have you seen from the Jaguars defense on tape?
Real good defense. They're talented. They got a real good scheme. Got a lot of respect for Anthony. They're playing extremely hard. They know how to get after the quarterback. They have very sound coverages, and when they're ahead of the change, they put the pressure on the quarterback and have been very opportunistic with turnovers in that way.
What have you seen from Armstead on the film?
I think Air looks good. Looks fresh. Looks healthy. He's playing really good right now in all 3 of these games, run and pass, and he's tough to deal with.
So many of you young defensive linemen have credited Bosa with helping him to be around, and how important is it to have him kind of continue in that role?
It always helps, especially with a guy like Nick. Just he's got a lot more wisdom than people realize. They call him like the audio book because that's how he sounds when he talks. But he plans on being around. He'll have to get away and do a surgery and stuff. And usually when you do that, you stay down, I think, in LA for a couple of weeks. But he plans on coming back here after that, and hopefully he's around more.
I feel Mike Hill's playing on the edge so far this season.
He's doing a good job. I mean, we put him mainly inside for pass rush situations, but it doesn't mean he can't do it outside, and he's done a real good job there.
He had the surgery on his right knee when he was in high school in 2015. Does that add another layer of complexity to this one? I mean, is there any worry that it'll take longer for him to come back from this than maybe the previous 2?
No, I think there's zero worry or correlation between the 3. I think, this one, from what they say, was as clean as of anyone you can do. I mean, just pure ACL, nothing else. The other ones, they've all been 5 years apart. I had a buddy who tore one in high school, tore 2 in college, and then played 8 years in the NFL without one. I think Frank Gore's done a number of times. So it's all about how it heals, what type of tear it is, and when it's clean and you go through the rehab and stuff, it's usually brand new after that.
Him on Sunday come out of the blue tent, and he was walking around and he did some high knees and stuff like that. Was he doing that because at that point nobody thought it was an ACL?
No, I think it's the process of however they check it with their hands on the sideline. There's a test that they can do that can show whether it definitely is or not, and it didn't show that. But Nick was adamant that it was, so that's why when I was told it, hey, his ACL tested out clean, but Nick's pretty confident he has one, so we're pretty worried. I think that was the case. That's all of the player, and he's doing some high knees just to make sure, but he confirmed it didn't feel right. And they did say when you have had it before, sometimes it doesn't tear as clean. So the hand test doesn't work, and you got to wait for the MRI, and it's pretty much exactly what happened in his situation.
What stood out about Mac Jones on the rewatch when you watched it again?
I saw how competitive he was, hanging in the pocket, competing throughout that game, getting rid of the ball real fast. I loved him, especially on that last drive, just not hesitating, letting it rip, and being aggressive in everything he did.
When it comes to Bosa, you said he was adamant that he knew that it was his ACL, even though the trainers were trying to work through and they didn't think so. Was that a conversation? Okay.
I keep getting mistold on that. It's that the hand test didn't confirm it, and that's what I was hoping.
Okay. Well, my question was did he have that conversation with you, with the trainers? What was he saying? Was he just he just knew that it didn't feel right? He said, "This is my ACL."
Yeah,
That was
exactly.
pretty much
So he
it.
said the trainers. I was in the middle of the game, but that's what they said in the blue tent. So.
How much confidence do you have in Bryce Huff to become a bigger leader on the defensive line?
Who's that? A bigger leader. I don't expect anybody ever to be a leader and do something just different, saying I have to be more of a leader today. I think Bryce Huff has been a leader since he's been here. The guy works every day, doesn't talk a lot, but when he does, people listen. I loved how he's been here, how he does practice, how he plays in games, and I expect that to continue.
Yes, sir.
All right, thanks,
Thank
guys.
you.
All right, that's Kyle Shanahan talking to the media earlier today. What's been going on, the injury situation. Of course, Nick Bosa's done for the year. Uh, Guys like Brock Purdy, he was limited in practice, and then Juwan Jennings, he was out, and a few others was out for today's practice down there in Santa Clara. So there you have. That's how it went. Some 49ers news. The 49ers working out Shiloh Sanders, the son of former 49er and Super Bowl champ Deion Sanders. Sanders went undrafted in 2025 NFL draft, spending 2 seasons in Colorado. Was released by Tampa. Sorry about that. He was released by the Buccaneers right before the start of the episode of China. So he gonna get a workout today. I'm trying to yeah. So he went undrafted. He spent after spending 2 seasons at the University of Colorado, released by the Buccaneers prior to the start of the season, and defensive back had 4 tackles and 1 quarterback hit in the preseason against Tampa Bay. He was ejected for the preseason finale against Buffalo after throwing a punch at Bills tight end. Zach Davison, and he was eventually fined $4,669 with the NFL. The play was for the play and was substantially released. So, yes, 2 seasons with Colorado. Sanders recorded 99 tackles, 3 TFL, 1 sack, 1 interception. He can now potentially join the San Francisco 49ers organization that has opened a 3-0 mark. So we'll be keeping you that on that story. So we're gonna. It's gonna be a short show tonight. We're gonna wrap it up tomorrow. We'll have our coaches segment tomorrow. It will be Robert Saleh and for the Niners defensive coordinator and Clint Kubiak previewing the 49ers and the Jaguars, their thoughts as they get ready to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars at the stadium on Sunday. So we're going to get ready to take a quick break, and in our finale, we're going to go behind the scenes from this was from at the 49er rally last weekend, and of course the footage courtesy from our friends at 49ers.com from 49er Studios. So we are going to share this. This was a rally a fan rally out in the South Bay. So, Professor B, we're gonna show you that that footage right now.
What's good, everybody? Marquise Goodwin. I'm back here in the land of the faithful. I just want to say, let's go Niners. I got chills on my arms right now, honestly. The fans, this fan base, the faithful they really elevated me as a player, as a person. The amount of support that you get from the red and gold is no comparison across the whole globe in any sport, in any other team, anything. So I'm grateful to be back here.
All right, that segment is presented 49er fan rally presented by Ticketmaster. Ticketmaster, the official ticket provider for your San Francisco 49ers. So let's just we're going to get ready to wrap it up for tonight for this edition of 49ers Live Tonight. Professor B on Niners Radio 49 as we're having a very short condensed show. We have a very short show. Just a reminder coming up, the 49ers will be taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars for an interconference play this Sunday, and the kickoff time will be at 1:05. And as a reminder, tomorrow night it will be on Thursday Night Football, Seattle Seahawks and the Arizona Cardinals for an NFC West battle. As the Cardinals coming off the short week, hopefully they can try to bounce back against Seattle, and that will be a 5:15 kickoff. That will be on Amazon. We'll have an early edition of 49ers Live either in the afternoon or right after the game for Thursday Night Football, and that will be, and then we'll have another one coming up. And then just a reminder, next Monday, 1 week from next Monday, we will have a audio pre-recorded version of 49ers Live because of the Monday Night Football doubleheader. So, or I take that back. No. It will be we won't have it till like after the Cincinnati Bengals Denver Bronco game. 49ers Live tonight, the aftermath. Next Monday will be as regular scheduled time. So Niners and Jaguars will be for this Sunday. That will be on Fox, and calling the game on Fox will be for Sunday. It will be I'm trying to figure out. It'll be Adam Amon and Mark Sanchez will bring the call on Fox Sports on Sunday. So that's going to do it for now. Professor B getting ready to sign off. Hope you're enjoying your Wednesday night. I'll talk to you again tomorrow. And for all the latest news on 49ers football, go to 49ers.com. For now, Professor B signing off. Thank you for watching 49ers Live tonight on Niners Radio 49. Enjoy a very pleasant good evening. Take care.